Hey guys, good morning. And today I want us to look at one of the most famous chapters in the entire Bible. It's Luke chapter 15. And Jesus tells three stories of things that were lost that became found. And at the very beginning, he's talking to a particular group of people. And this is what it says in Luke 15, verses 1 and 2. Now the tax collectors and sinners were all gathering around to hear Jesus. But the Pharisees and the teachers of the law muttered, "This man welcomes sinners and eats with them." A few months ago, our oldest daughter Jordan had a couple of hair ties in her hair. And she took them out and she put them somewhere and she couldn't find them. And we have a very real family. And my wife, Jennifer, walks up and she goes, "Jordan, where are those hair ties?" And she goes, "Mom, I don't know." And so we're trying to teach her responsibility, and sometimes it gets kind of frustrating. So we're looking all around the house, trying to search for hair ties. And we just can't find them. And Jordan's getting, discouraged. Mom's getting a little bit upset. And so in the midst of all this, I said, why don't we just sit here and let's pray? And my wife, Jennifer, goes, "Well, go ahead, pray." And no one's really into the prayer, but I pray that God would help our attitudes more than anything else, and that we would find the hair ties. Well, about that time, my youngest daughter, Shiloh, delivers a present in her diaper. And I have to go to her room to change her. And when I get ready to change her, I ask her, I go, "Shiloh, do you know where Jordan's hair ties are?" And she's like, "No, Daddy." And so as I'm taking her pants off, getting ready to change her diaper, I look down, and on her leg are Jordan's two hair ties. Now, the reason we were looking for all of this is because we thought something was lost and we wanted it to be found and we wanted Mama to be happy. But it was just hair ties. And in Luke 15, Jesus goes on to tell three stories. One story about a lost sheep. And I think the people in context that day were like, "Oh, well, it's just a sheep." And then the second story is about a lost coin, and a woman cleans her whole house trying to find this coin. And she finally finds it. But again, it's just a coin. It's just a sheep. It's just a coin. But then the last one, the last story that Jesus gives is the story of the lost son. And when you've lost something like a son, or you've lost someone in your life who's far from God, you'll do anything to search for it. And the story tells us that in verse 20, and I hope you'll read that this week, it says that the lost son who went out and squandered all of his wealth, that the father runs towards his son to embrace him. The father didn't give up on his son. He reached out to embrace him. And I'm just wondering today, maybe there's a person in your life who's lost. And the only way that they'll ever have some sense of being found is if you don't give up on them. And you know why you don't give up on people? Because God never gives up on you. He loves you. And if you're going through something right now and you feel lost, God is there saying, "I will run to you. I'll be with you." But maybe there's a person in your life right now that's in that situation, and you could reach out and you could show the amazing love of the Father that we find in that third story. So I hope you'll take this opportunity to read that story this week, along with the other two, all of Luke 15, and we'll go from there.